way, how do you look upon free will and why is it a big question?
I think of free will as a new kind of controlling and producing behavior, a new system or a new inner process that produces behavior that was produced by evolution, but that sets us apart from other creatures. We have basic desires the same as they do. Every animal gets hungry, and when it gets hungry, it wants to eat. We do that too, but we might refrain from eating because we're on a diet, or it's a religious holiday, or the food belongs to someone else, or all these other things that might not matter to other creatures. So importing these ideas and meanings creates different possibilities and enables us to change our behavior based on these things.
It seems then free will cuts really deep to what it means to be human.
I think so, yes. Free will is one of the basic human traits. I think that's why, too, some people are going around saying there's no such thing as free will, it's an illusion, blah, blah, blah. I think people are upset by that, partly because it denies one of the basic facts of human experience. My goal as a research psychologist is to figure out what is the real process, what happens inside the mind and so forth that produces the behavior. I'm assuming the idea of free will has social value, it's important, it corresponds to some real phenomenon. I got into studying free will by virtue of my research on self-control. We had found that self-control seems to depend on a limited kind of energy. Self-control is difficult, so it depletes some energy, and after that you're not as good at self-control until you replenish. When we found that the same energy is also used for decision-making and initiative, then I said, okay, well, this is bigger than self-control. That's when we started talking about free will. But the common theme is that, I presume, evolution through nature found a way to take the body's energy, translate it by means presumably of brain activities and so on into a new ways of controlling behavior that are much more suited for living in culture and information-rich societies. Culture is a new way of being social, of sharing information, of having interactive roles, passing information and knowledge on to future generations. So I assume that the distinctively human traits are pretty much all evolved adaptations to enable us to do these traits. And so I think free will should be understood in that way as an adaptation for human social life.